CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The start. Welcome, everyone. It's time for it. And a few players on the shelf, but the big absence is someone this team is going to be missing tonight. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Brooklyn, Brown out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Green. And it's Luwawu in at the 3, the small forward.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Antetokounmpo against Jordan. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's tightly guarded. Kick out to Giannis. 4 on the clock. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long. And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Wants to get it to Brown and does. And it's blocked, and they get it back. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
To the paint. Nets passing it around. Harden with it. Now guarded by Giannis. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first man.
And stolen by Jordan. Green deciding where to go with it. And the basket by Harden.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Lopez. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Clock at 6. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Connects on the 9-footer.
You know, I think Lopez knows basically he can get his shot up over anyone. That stretch ability as a perimeter scorer is so important.
Now here's Harden. Down low. It's tipped. Stolen by Holiday. And here they come. Here's DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Harden's shot is good. It seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Lopez. Middleton outside. Shot clock at 6. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here, and that one drops for him.
Well, Lopez so comfortable down inside. This is where he makes his living, Kevin.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Harden. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Harden's got 6.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. No good that time. Good D by Jordan. Brooklyn trailing. Down kicks to Harden. He feeds it to Jordan. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. To the inside. And the dunk by Lopez.
If you give Lopez a 7-footer this much room, it's over.
Harden left side. Plays it up and banks it in. 8 points for him.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Bucks on top. They lead by 2. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Portis, and it's Tucker in at the 4 slot. Milwaukee in the lead. And Forbes has it in the corner. Back to Tucker. To the right side. Left side, Portis. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Now Irving. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Aldridge has got his first points of the night.
A favorite spot of Aldridge's. He likes to operate as close to the rim as possible.
And stolen by Irving. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Irving. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You've got to play him straight up and be balanced.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harris. Here's Tucker. Rebounded by the Nets.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Harris passes to Claxton. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
He's covered by Irving. Here's Portis. No good on the shot. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Griffin dishes to Aldridge. Back to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harris finds Aldridge. Drops in the layup for 2. And now a 6-point Nets lead.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
To the paint. Here's Portis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden's checked in. And the Bucks with some changes. Brooklyn with the ball. Good momentum. 8 straight points. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with. Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter. And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Joe Harris. Right side, out of Antetokounmpo. Lopez left side. And stolen by Aldridge. Brooklyn leading by 8. Here's Irving. And he can extend the lead to double digits.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Mora, the pass to Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Giannis. Makes it off the glass. Giannis has got his second basket of the night.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Brooklyn.
Now the pass to Claxton. Taken away by Holiday. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Floats it up for Giannis. The putback. It's hauled in by Claxton. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Round kicks to Harden. They get it again. Aldridge. Outside Irving. And the Nets miss again. Bucks trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Lopez with the bucket. Lopez has got 8 points.
You're simply going to have to do more than that on the defensive end. Lopez too big for the defense there.
Now, here is Harden. 10 points for him. Now the feed to Irving. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Holiday surveying the floor. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Outside Irving. What a play. Simply drains it in. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see. James Harden was the man in the first. He had 10 points and 1 assist. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Luwawu is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Chioza in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the Nets 5. Feeds it to Jordan. Taken away by Holiday. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. Brown is checked in for the Nets. Here's Giannis. Pass to Middleton. Dish now to Lopez. Right side, out of Antetokounmpo. Back to Lopez. Feeds it to Antetokounmpo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. 5 on the clock. Pass to Lopez. Trying to get open is DiVincenzo. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Lopez. Nets shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Pass to Luwawu. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Here's Irving. Here's Claxton. Outside for Griffin. The pass to Irving. And at last, they get one to fall. Irving's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets. Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Tucker. Middleton on the wing. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Griffin. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Claxton the pass to Harris. Irving with it. 8 points for him. Passes it to Aldridge. Down low. Stolen by Middleton. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And Forbes kicks to Portis.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws here for the night. And he makes the first. So he gets them both. It's the Nets now. 6-point lead. Now Irving. There's 1:47 left here in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Forbes dishes to Tucker, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And here's Irving. 10 points for him. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Intercepted. Portis against Irving. Portis, the pass to Tucker. Kicks it down to Middleton. Pass to Portis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu is checked in for Blake Griffin. And James Harden has subbed in for Irving. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Clock at 6. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. They double him with Middleton. For 3, Harris. No good on that one. And Milwaukee the other way now. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Holiday, the pass to Portis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Nets leading by 5.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
This is his first free throw of the game. Harden hits them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Outside Holiday. Over Harden. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Brooklyn, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And the Nets shooting well, 50% from the floor. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Portis in at the 5. Aldridge dishes to Griffin. Shot clock at 5. Out to the right wing. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Bucks trail by 7. Now here's Antetokounmpo. And Portis throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Inside. That's good from Harris on the assist by Irving. Harris has got his first basket of the night.
I think it might surprise people that Joe Harris does not mind contact on the interior. That's a nice shot. Wow.
Here's Giannis. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Pulls up on the elbow. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Jordan's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
The pass to Middleton. To the inside. And stolen by Jordan. To the paint. Irving passes to Harris. Griffin kicks to Irving. Back to Griffin. Harris outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Bucks trail by 9. Middleton on the wing. Up top, DiVincenzo. Pass to Portis. Outside, Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Portis. The Bucks working the ball around. The shot by Holiday, no good. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Aldridge finds Irving. Back to Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 3rd assist on the night.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
The wide open look here for Holiday. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Nets leading by 11. To the left wing. Jordan, the pass to Harris. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Middleton.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Giannis. Oh, wow!
Young fella. So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Portis. Down low. Here's Giannis. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Harris dishes to Jordan. Irving passes to Griffin. Irving surveying the floor. Over Holiday. And he overshot that one, missing. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. And James Harden has subbed in for Joe Harris. And Milwaukee also making a switch. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. And that one's good, Irving.
and we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Nets.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
And Harden launches it from deep. Rebound, Milwaukee. To the middle. Antetokounmpo kicks it to Tucker. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. Off the mark. And so it's all right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's Zubats in at the center. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Now here is Holiday. The feed to Lopez. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Here's Leonard. And he lobs it up. No good from Zubac.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Holiday against Jackson, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George looking over the floor. Jackson from long range. Lopez grabs the board. The Bucks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Holiday with it. George picks him up. Middleton on the wing. Bucks passing it around. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Just 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Lets it go from the wing. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Leonard against Middleton. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. A reverse. Back to Kennard. Jackson down low. Guarded by Holiday. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Kennard against DiVincenzo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I know this coaching staff loves seeing Lopez play a physical brand of basketball, even if it means he has to take a few knocks here and there.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. The Clippers also changing it up. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Luke Kennard. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Now, here is George. Leonard, the pass to George. And the rejection by Giannis. To the left side wing. Right side Holiday. Lays it up and banks it in.
I mean, few guards absorb contact as well as Holiday. In fact, he often delivers as much punishment as he takes.
And George, here we go. And it's in there.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Leonard with no one around. And no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's Giannis. Back to Connaughton. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Fires, high post. Offensive rebound. That shot, no good. The Clippers trail. Fast break, here we go. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
You can see Patterson just track that in the air the whole way. You knew he would finish the oop.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Out to the right wing. Here's Connaughton. Patterson defending. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clippers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Lopez. On the wing, Holiday. The dish to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Middleton, the pass to Lopez. Inside, here's Giannis. That shot off. Great D that time from Leonard. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for...
This game, it's...
You know this, it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Patrick Patterson. And it's Oturu in at the 5 spot. Here is Forbes. Portis, nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Portis has got his second basket of the night.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
Rondo passes to Oturu. Shoots over Tucker. Outside for Jackson. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Pass to Portis. 6 to shoot. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton. Rebound by the Clippers. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
DiVincenzo passes to Portis. Basket good. Portis has got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
High post, Zubats. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Sure. And it's sent back by Lopez.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
There's the lob. Antetokounmpo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Outside for George. Outside Leonard. Back to George. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Back to Giannis. The kick out to Lopez. Rebounded by Jackson. The Clippers have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. George finds Leonard. Back to George. From deep. And no good that time. Here's DiVincenzo. And it is good at the buzzer. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. Thanks for joining us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Outside Holiday. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Fouled in the act of shooting. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Lopez with the steal. And here we go, the Bucks running again. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Giannis has got 11 points.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
And they pick up 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Clippers trail by 7. Here's George. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Bucks have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. To the inside. Lopez, no luck.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally missed one. But you can see the rhythm coming out of the half.
And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Bucks leading by 5. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's got 11. Passes it to Middleton. Dishes it to Lopez. 5 to shoot. DiVincenzo with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Holiday. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. DiVincenzo. That one goes. Count it. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 7 now for Milwaukee.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Good luck containing Paul George on the drive. He's one of the more fluid wings in the league.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Pass to Connaughton. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Paul George. Tucker can't get it to go.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. 1:32 left in the third quarter. Here's Rondo. That one doesn't go. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Middleton outside. Count the basket. Middleton's got his first bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Rondo. And he banks in the layup.
Got to respect the attacking mindset of Rondo. Always looking to go right to the cup.
Bucks leading by 5. Here is Forbes. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And there's the pass to Connaughton. Back to Forbes. The Bucks working the ball around. Just 4 to shoot. Portis trying to free himself. And it's Connaughton missing. Clippers trail by 5. And the wide open shot from Morris. Rebounded by Tucker.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Connaughton. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got 8 points.
That was physical D, but Bobby Portis is so strong, he finished through contact.
Rondo passes to Oturu. Outside for Batum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
And here, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
And so it's Milwaukee heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th, they've got Patrick Patterson. He's out there with Marcus Morris. Kennard is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the 1.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
And George, here we go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Middleton against George. Chalk up 2 there. Middleton's got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
George with no one around. And the 3 off target.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Lopez kicks to Giannis. Pass to DiVincenzo. He feeds it to Lopez. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and most bigs don't shoot free throws as efficiently as Lopez. The coaching staff has to appreciate that part of his game.
No good on the second free throw. Clippers trail by 10. Here's Jackson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to Holiday. Feeds it to Middleton. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight.
And even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Kennard, the pass to Leonard. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Back to Giannis. Lobbed up there for Lopez. He dishes it to Giannis. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And it's a 12-point Milwaukee lead. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Middleton against George. He gets that one.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Giannis throws it down.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the score. He's put this offense on his back.
Outside Jackson. Oh, Leonard in position, and stolen by DiVincenzo.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Clippers trail by 14. Now George. And it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. Rajon Rondo is checked in for the Clippers. Here's Leonard. Puts it up off the inbound. Lopez with the block. Kicks it out to Leonard. And it's good off the back rim and in. And that's now 6 points for Leonard.
Off the catch, Leonard with the quick trigger. Nothing but money.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Fires the 3. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win
for the Bucks.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays, and he did that tonight.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Holiday. There's the dish to Giannis. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Man passes to Coffee. Those three-pointers off the mark.
Los Angeles foul called. After his first personal foul. Shooting for Milwaukee, Brook Lopez.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Man. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Lopez outside. Over to the left wing. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however.
Rodions, Caruso. Jordan and
Taken away.
Bryn Forbes.
Here's Man. Misses there. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get to David. Thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Steve.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Staples Center downtown. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the point. And for Los Angeles, we've got Reggie Jackson. Batum's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in at the shooting guard. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. They double-team Griffin. The kick out to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing, Harden. Over George. Harden can't hit.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Here's George. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
That's his first personal foul.
Harden against George. Harden the pass to Aldridge.
And, you know, Aldridge is a load to deal with. When he gets good position, you pretty much have to be physical with him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
LaMarcus Aldridge. 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Now Jackson. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
Here's Irving. The shot from the low post is good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's George. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And Harden with the stuff.
Tip of the hat to Irving there. He ignited the break with this underappreciated part of his game. His defense. Quick hands help on both sides of the court.
Here's George. Here's Zubac. Outside for George. Outside Jackson. Pass to Batum. 5 on the clock. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Joe Harris comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Brown in for Irving. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Harden against Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Aldridge hits it from about 6 feet away. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Now, here's Brown. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And here's the fast break. Stolen by Harden. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for James Harden. Now here's Rondo. Morris outside. Leonard attacking. Passes to Oturu. Back to Leonard.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Claxton the pass to Brown. And on the way from Irving for 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Here's Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Leonard hits them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Irving passes to Harris. 29 seconds left here in the first quarter. The kick out to Irving. Puts it up from 15. A putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Outside Rondo. Oturu, the pass to Rondo. Here's Leonard.
Harris gives you this type of energy on defense, that's a huge bonus.
1 quarter in the book. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Harris on out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4.
And Clark, although he's not the force he once was on the floor, Rajon Rondo still can give you strong minutes in bursts.
Greg, I tell you what, I love watching this guy work. I know his double-digit assist days are long in his rearview mirror, but this dude still knows how to run a team, and he is ideal for leading your second unit because he's an orchestrator, a facilitator, a playmaker, and guys love playing with him. You can just feel how guys enjoy playing with Rondo running the show.
Now, here's George, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Reject.
Oh, my goodness! That was special.
And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. They trail by 1. On the wing, Harris. The 3. Jordan. Morris with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And that one drops. George has got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Here's Irving. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Irving's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Irving can shoot it with little warning. I mean, he's just that quick. No time to contest if you're not there before the shot.
Rondo dishes to Morris. Back to Rondo. Morris outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Jordan. A second chance effort. That one no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George. And it's blocked by Brown. Pass to Claxton. Irving surveying the floor. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
Boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's anybody better than Kyrie Irving close to the basket. He has a great feel for how to score inside.
Here's Rondo. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now, here's Brown. Irving kicks to Harris. Back to Irving. The 19-foot shot. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Boy, defense non-existent there. But they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Morris, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. And the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Outside, George. And 1:01 left in the second quarter. Changes up, and it's good on the way in. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, solid work on the offensive glass by Paul George, squeezing the orange and giving them another chance at points.
Harris's shot is good.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Yeah, and the perimeter shots, though, not really falling at a good clip here. So I think they may have to back out of that a bit and not settle for those jump shots.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Nets making a change here. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Joe Harris. Luwawu is checked in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Irving.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Leonard. Count that one. Leonard's got 6.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. And Kenny, like Kawhi Leonard, Paul George doesn't show a whole lot of emotion. He lets the... And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now here's Leonard. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Here's George following the basket by Kyrie Irving.
Well, George can really change pace quickly. He's excellent at drawing physical contact.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Paul George. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, I tell you, it's a treat watching Harden play. I mean, he's so fluid in his shooting form, but he's also sensational driving inside and a capable passer as well. This guy's got it all.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. The Nets also changing it up. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. And Harris subbed in for Irving. And Jackson throws it down hard.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
And Harris wide open. He shoots the offensive rebound, and he gets it to go. Claxton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Leonard on the wing, defended by Griffin. It's deflected. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Stolen by Jackson.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
And he gets the whistle. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And both free throws good for James Harden. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Jackson against Harris. Jackson passes to Zubac. Good, nice job down low. Zubac has got the game tied up here for the Clippers. Here's Harris. Here's Aldridge. Harris outside. Here's Claxton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Now, here's Zubac. Jackson, that's good.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Here is Harden. Now the pass to Harris. Back to Harden. On the wing, Harris. Kennard covering. Outside Aldridge. 5 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Harris's shot is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Morris throws it down.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Harden outside. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Misses in close. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Zubac kicks to Morris. Pass to Okuru. Buries it down low. Now it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
And an excellent pass by Morris, a guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
Now here's Harden. Out to Harris. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Then for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Green comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Brown in for Joe Harris. Rondo drives in. Bucket is good. Rondo's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 10.
You know, tremendous and wonderful balance from Harden. This dude could have been a running back of the highest caliber with his size, dexterity, and balance. Never lets the defense get him out of his rhythm.
The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 4. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Luwawu is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the 5. Los Angeles calls timeout. Teams changing it up here. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Leonard with the bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Irving against Rondo. Jordan with the rebound. Nets trail by 4. Here's Luwawu. And that one is stuffed right through.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Leonard. Here's Oturu. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 4.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Irving dishes to Brown. Back to Irving. The 3. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Passes it to Leonard. Back to Rondo. Kicks it to Leonard. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Here's Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Right there, Irving does a nice job of anticipating the contact, so he braces himself for it and then works through it.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. Outside, George. And he goes big with a dunk right over DeAndre Jordan.
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Kyrie Irving. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And here's George. Pass to Zubac. The dish to Patterson. He kicks to Jackson. Leonard inside. Guarded by Harris. The feed to Leonard. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Down low. And the dunk by Jordan.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
1:44 left in the 4th quarter. Jackson down low. He's covered by Irving. Zubac kicks to Patterson. Baseline try. He can't get it to go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Well, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Griffin comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Los Angeles making a switch here. Batum's checked in to take the lead. And there's the nice layup by Irving. Irving's got 15 points here in the second half.
Comfortable in the clutch. That's who Kyrie Irving is, unfazed by the game's biggest moments.
Here's George. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Hey, when you got a player like George, in these moments, you turn to him. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
The Nets have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the 4th. A perfect 6 for 6. Outside Irving. Count it!
Irving's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. 41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And George, here we go. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Here's Jordan on the wing, Irving. Second chance shot, money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And finished off by Leonard.
Boy, and just look at what Leonard is doing.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
George from deep three-point land, but they recover it. The three won't fall, and now we've got the intentional foul. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Zubac. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match. No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And it's all about the three right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a three.
And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2 here.
And, you know, the versatile George does so many things well. High-octane player who I think gives you intensity at both ends of the court.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action. And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Green is out there with Jordan. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Harden against Holiday. Pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Now Harden. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many fields. That's a hallmark of a great front office.
If you go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
Now here's Lopez. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Lopez powering through that time.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Harden against Holiday. And Harden with the stuff.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Harden's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. And here's Holiday. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. To the paint. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Now here is Holiday. The feed to Lopez. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Lopez. Outside Holiday. Clock is at 3. Offensive rebound. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Holiday against Harden. Shot from free throw range. Gets a hand on it, and Green is right there.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now here's Middleton. He dishes it to Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. Over in the corner, onto Kumbo. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close. Yeah, better than giving up the layup, you want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And again, the Bucks miss. Nets leading by 6. Lopez with the steal. Middleton looking it over to the inside. Here's Giannis. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Nets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And Luwawu gets it to go.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Antetokounmpo against Green. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. And the officials call a traveling violation. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. The Nets also changing it up. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. It's good.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now, here is Irving. Pass to Luwawu. And the Nets miss again. Bucks trail by 6. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Tucker, the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Irving. Banked in off the glass.
And Irving is so difficult to stay with in the pick and roll. The moment he gets that kind of room, he's going to pull.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
Being able to go through adversity and come out stronger.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line. They give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. It's good. Aldridge has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nets.
So smooth in the mid-range as a big. LaMarcus Aldridge is a great shooter.
Here is Forbes, guarded by Harris. The pass to DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And Portis throws it down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Irving kicks to Harris. No good with the triple. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting for the game at 42%. Tucker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Tucker. A different look from Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Holiday in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Nets also changing it up. Brown comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's James Harden in for Joe Harris. Right side Irving. Drilled from 11 feet out. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
And Holiday kicks to Connaughton. Pass to Tucker. Top of the key, Holiday. No one near him. Rebounded by the Nets.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Outside Irving. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Middleton against Harden.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And Luwawu subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Pass to Luwawu. Stolen by Middleton. And Middleton with a clear path to the hoop. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, Chris Middleton recognizing the transition opportunity and taking off down the court to get ahead of everybody.
It's Harden with the drive. Count it. Harden's got 10 points.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Connaughton. Lopez left side. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, no hesitation whatsoever from Brook Lopez at that range.
Harden with it. He's picked up by Lopez.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Inside. Lopez dishes to Antetokounmpo. Lock at 6. Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's Jordan. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Pat Connaughton. And a change for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jeff Green. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Holiday with it. High post Lopez. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Substitution for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo.
Harden way outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 12 points and 1 block. And that does it for our halftime.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world played this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge. Joe Harris is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the center position. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Aldridge has got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Now Holiday, he's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Lopez.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Irving against Howard. And here is Irving. He has 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And here's Harris from the arc. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. P.J. Tucker, who's checked in for Brook Lopez. Holiday looking over the floor. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Harris. Here's Claxton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Nets passing it around. Harden's shot is off.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Now, here's Tucker. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. It's 2-on-1. Here's Harden. There's the pass to Claxton. And good that time. Claxton's got his first points of the game.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Up again, and Antetokounmpo on the follow. Antetokounmpo's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
And that one, good.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Up top, DiVincenzo, guarded by Harden. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
DiVincenzo against Harden. Middleton with it. Fast break, Milwaukee. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
That's an experienced decision by Holiday to fire that pass to the open man.
Irving finds Harden. Here's Griffin. Pass to Claxton. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Portis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Now Harden, he's got 14. The 17-footer. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And so it's Brooklyn with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but... And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Holiday. Portis is out there with Brook Lopez. And it's Connaughton in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Here's Jordan. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one is on Holiday. And a new group in for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Green. Blake Griffin comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Harris is checked in for Bruce Brown. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden.
Well, the adventure begins when DeAndre gets to the line, but I think he's wanting to work hard on his free throws, so it's not a substitution in the last 2 minutes of a game. He wants to get confident stepping up and knocking them down.
The wide open look here for Lopez. No good on the triple.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Irving against Holiday. Lets it go from 11. A nice shot by Irving. And the Nets lead by 10.
So clever. He finds different ways to probe inside, and Kyrie with a great finish.
Holiday against Irving. Got a piece of it and stolen by Irving. Outside Aldridge. And yes, it's good. And now it's a 12-point Nets lead.
Great size and great balance for a big man. Aldridge does a superb job of finishing through the contact.
And Holiday kicks to Connaughton. Knocked away. Pass to Portis. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Irving. And the shot is long.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And Portis throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. The 11-footer. Jordan finds Griffin, but they'll get another chance. Harris outside. Unhindered, going all the way. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And that one's good, Irving.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Misses the three. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
In the corner, Irving with it. Jordan trying to free himself up. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Griffin. Irving's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets. Irving against Holiday. Passes it to Portis. Feeds to Lopez. That one is good again. He sits right from the floor with the basket.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
Pulls it from the elbow. They get the rebound. Jordan dishes to Aldridge. Second shot opportunity. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Bucks trail by 11. Lopez passes to Holiday. Back to Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 6th assist on the night.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
Harris kicks to Irving. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Nets.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for James Harden.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Irving, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Nets lead by 11. And so Holiday will bring it up to the Milwaukee Bucks. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Lopez. It's rebounded by Aldridge. And here is Jordan. Outside Irving. From deep three-point range on the money.
Feels like he's taking nothing.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room, hoping to put on a show for the team. And they've got a few injuries on their bench, less options, but anything not too big of an impact for them.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum, and it's Zubac in at the 5. Middleton against Leonard. Middleton dishes to Holiday. Back to Middleton. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Leonard. Middleton can't get it to go. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Passes it to Zubac. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
This guy is such an excellent finisher at the rim. He's got incredibly long arms and very strong hands.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Middleton the pass to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Jackson kicks to Zubac. Outside for Batum. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Count that bucket.
Well, Paul George has always had that aspect to his game. The mid-range where he can be efficient and effective is absolutely on point.
And the pass to DiVincenzo. Lopez with the ball. Zubac defending. Antetokounmpo against Batum. And the dunk by Lopez.
Well, one aspect that makes Lopez dangerous, his size at 7 foot. He doesn't have to go far to slam it home.
And Batum kicks to Jackson. High post try. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And it's the Bucks on the break. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And George kicks to Leonard. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Lopez needs to hold down the fort on defense. An incredible wingspan to get that one.
Bucks trail by 4. Lopez outside. Trying to get open is DiVincenzo. Lopez, no luck. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. George passes to Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. And again, the Bucks miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Leonard with the ball. Down low, Batum. And the rejection by Giannis. And now the fast break, Middleton with the ball. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Holiday against Jackson. And it goes down 2 points. Jackson's got his second basket.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers lead by 6. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 3, the small forward. But they get it back. The wide open look here for Holiday. It's good from long range. Holiday's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Bucks. Now here's Rondo. Dishes to Patterson. Back to Rondo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Tucker. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And Holiday kicks it to Tucker. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Shooting, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Morris finds Kennard. Outside Rondo. Releases from 15. Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Well, a convincing finish by Patrick Patterson, giving us a demonstration of the kind of power he has at his disposal.
Holiday looking for an opening. Double team on Holiday. To the left wing. Here's Tucker. No good from outside. Clippers leading by 5. Inside. Patterson against Portis. Morris outside. Pass to Kennard. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Rondo can't get it to go.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP.
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pass to Connaughton. To the inside. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. And he lays it straight in. Giannis has got his first basket.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Morris finds Zubac. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Batum's checked in.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
DiVincenzo against Jackson. Now here's DiVincenzo. Not a lot of room. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Well, for the most part, they've taken care of the ball. I mean, that's one of the few mistakes they've made in what has been a good half.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
Boy, it took him a while to warm up, but since the second quarter, he's on fire.
On the wing, Batum. Back to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Don't sleep on Paul George's verticality. How nice was that finish?
And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 3-point game. To the paint, deflects the pass, and Lopez gets it to go.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
To the middle, kicks it out to Leonard. Outside, George passes to Zubac. Back to George. Wide open look. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are good. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following him.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They lead by 1. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Well,
Thanks for joining.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You've got to like what Ivica Zubac has done in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for the Clippers right now, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Oturu in at the 5, roaming the paint. For the lead, it counts. And the foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
And they have scraped and clawed to get back into this thing, just chipping away little by little and finally now taking the lead.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Clock at 6. Holiday. Milwaukee the rebound. Back to DiVincenzo. He feeds it to Lopez. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's George. That one good for 2. George has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Middleton outside. And Holiday has it in the corner. Bucks passing it around. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And then for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Antetokounmpo. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Portis can't get it to go. And Los Angeles guys shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Rondo against Holiday. And Forbes kicks to Holiday. And there's the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Rondo passes to Patterson. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
It's stolen by Morris. To the inside. Mann gets the bucket. Mann's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Bucks trail by 4. Here is Forbes. No points in the game yet for him. Portis kicks to Forbes. The kick out to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Over Rondo. Holiday, the pass to Portis. Here is Forbes. Tries again. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Here's Tucker. And with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Puts it up from 17. Morris outside. And that one is off. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Don't make no mistake, guys. One of the more effective second-round picks we have in the NBA. Tucker provides a steady diet of production.
A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Luke Kennard. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Rondo against Holiday. Rondo kicks to Morris. Back to Rondo. Left side, Leonard. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists tonight. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Holiday, the pass to Portis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Rajon Rondo. The Bucks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Chris Middleton. Holiday against Rondo. Out to Morris, to the paint. Rondo passes to Zubac. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
And that one's good by Giannis.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Clippers ahead. They're up by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward position. Out left to the wing. Here's Connaughton. The kick out to Lopez. Down low. Here's Giannis. The shot that time not on target. Great D that time from Batum. And Leonard has it in the corner. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Bucks trail by 4. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. DiVincenzo against George. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Clippers leading by 4. Leonard attacking. And it's sent back by Lopez. Pass to DiVincenzo. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Jackson looking it over.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You love to see that kind of effort.
Connaughton passes to Holiday. Lopez dishes to Holiday. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
And the shot goes down.
You allow Paul George loose in fast break situations. He's an absolute force in the open floor.
George against DiVincenzo. Inside, Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Lopez. The tray. And DiVincenzo is good for three.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Jackson against Holiday. Zubats kicks to Leonard. Back to Zubats. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Holiday up top. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubats has got 6 rebounds in the game. The shot's good.
These are the shots we have come to expect from Paul George. This guy is cold-blooded.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Holiday against Jackson. Lopez, no luck. Los Angeles leading by 5. Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubats. Batum inside the three-point line. Nice open look, but it's no good. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's Connaughton. Lopez. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Lopez, such calm demeanor in the face of extraordinary pressure. Go ahead, big fella.
And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Yes!
Doesn't matter what point of the game. Stress, pressure, Brook Lopez makes it anyway.
Here's George. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
And that tacks another big point onto the league. Great and-one play showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
At the top of the key, Lopez. Unloads from 9. Oturu with the rebound. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
From 18 feet away. Got it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Paul George.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Well, you love the energy out there. Paul George is an extremely confident, extremely versatile player, and he brings a great level of activity to both ends. Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. Probably a little closer. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For And a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the 3. And for the Nets, they've got Green. Brown out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Luwawu in at the 3. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Jackson, good on the shot. Hey, Steve, 2 defensive-minded teams in the building tonight. Both are good at getting stops.
Yeah, Kevin, this is going to be one of those chess match basketball games we get a chance to see. Difference, I think, will be the team that can somehow get easy baskets will make the difference.
And now the fast break. George with the ball. Batum finds Jackson. And here's Leonard. Batum controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Harden against Jackson. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
One of the great rebounders in this league. When Jordan does score, this is often how it happens.
George up top. He's covered by Brown, and the shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here is Harden. Dishes it to Jordan. They kick it out to Green. And the Nets with possession here. Here's Harden and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
It's hauled in by Brown. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And Luwawu gets it to go.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now, here's Batum. Jackson down low, guarded by Harden. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Brooklyn making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Luwawu Cabarrot. The Clippers also changing it up. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. Clippers with the ball. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Morris throws it down.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Harden drops it in from 11 feet. Harden's got his second basket of the game.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Rondo passes to Patterson. Rondo against Irving. Rondo can't get it to go.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Claxton the pass to Brown. The dish to Harden. And Harden with the stop.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now here's Rondo. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Patterson. Outside Leonard. Fires for 3. That's a miss. His second after 2 shots.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. And the Clippers making a change here. Harden right side. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Outside Rondo. Pass to man. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Clippers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
The Nets with the lead. Here is Harden. He has 6. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And here's Rondo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to man. He's looking for Patterson and finds him. Kicks it to Rondo. Just 3 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Love Rondo down there on the block. Nice move to catch the D off guard.
And so Rondo hits both free throws. James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from Brooklyn, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got Ivica Zubac. Batuma's out there with Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the point guard position. Hits the three-point bomb. Irving's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside, Batum, down low, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned. Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Green in for Brown. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Jackson, he's checked in for Morris. Jackson drives in, uses the glass to finish the layup.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
Irving looking over the floor. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the evening, and the technical free throw is good.
We know he's one of the best offensive players in the league. What I've seen lately from Kyrie is an improvement in his focus on the defensive end.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Irving, good.
He gets to the rim at will. Kyrie, one of the most elusive players you'll ever see.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Jackson kicks to George. Back to Jackson. In the corner, George with it. 5 to shoot. Over Irving. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
This offense just continues to impress.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 8. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Clippers have gotten all but 1 of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Outside, Batum. Leonard with no one around. The shot comes out, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Outside, George. Batum passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close. That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
And 1:01 left in the first half. Jackson with it. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jackson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Irving for 3. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Green, the pass to Jordan. Stolen by Zubac. Jackson with it. He's picked up by Irving. That one falls. And now a 6-point Clipper lead.
Hard to keep up with Reggie when he gets out in space. And on top of that, an excellent finisher.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Irving for 3. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Now George. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the Nets 5. 4 on the clock. Harris against George. Another shot. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
All that length, Aldridge able to close airspace quickly.
Griffin finds Harris. Back to Griffin. The Nets working the ball around now. Harden the pass to Aldridge. Green in the post. Defended by George.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern. Only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with Bobo.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And
this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The pass to Claxton. Kicks it out to Harden. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Clippers leading by 4. Outside, George. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Claxton. Aldridge dishes to Harris. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Jackson against Harden. Passes to Kennard. He dishes it to Batum. And there's the feed to Jackson. Outside for Batum. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 2. Batum with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Claxton, defended by Batum. Claxton no good. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Blake Griffin. Brown is checked in for Joe Harris. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for James Harden. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Zubac kicks to Jackson. Over in the corner, Batum. Pass to Zubac. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Zubac has got his third basket of the night. Nets trail by 4. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Baseline J on the way, kept alive.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Jackson. 8 points for him. Outside for Batum. Kennard on the wing. Aldridge against Batum. The drive by Jackson, and Batum throws it down.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Left side Irving. Right wing. Luwawu, the pass to Aldridge. Count it. Aldridge has got his first 2 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
The Clippers in the lead. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson looking it over. Out to Morris. And he comes up with the deuce. 8 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Irving. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Difficult guarding Kyrie. He's comfortable from any range and willing to take what the defense gives him.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Clippers ahead. They lead by a bucket. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Patrick Patterson is out there with Morris. That's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Oturu in at the 5 spot.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
And here's Rondo. On the wing, Morris. 6 to shoot. With some arc. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Brown the pass to Green. So they take the lead. And the Nets lead by 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The drive by Rondo lays it up off the glass.
What passion from Rondo on that drive. Just relentless on how he takes it straight to the defense.
Harden against Rondo. Rondo with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That free throw good from Kennard.
When you look at Luke Kennard's free throw percentage, if you're the defense, you might want to keep him away from the line.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Blake Griffin comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Leonard's checked in. Rondo against Harden. Tries it from 9. And it's sent back by Morris.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
Clock is at 3. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now the pass to Kennard. Here's Oturu. Back to Kennard. And he makes that one.
With good size for a 2-guard, Luke Kennard can finish in the paint.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. A 2-point game. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
To the paint. And it's blocked by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan is a force on defense. Tough to finish when he's lurking.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Harden against Rondo. Harden the pass to Claxton. And he goes in for the dunk.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Here's Leonard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. It's the first that narrows the gap to 1.
You know, when you look at the MVP race each year, most of the candidates were drafted in the top 5, but somehow Kawhi lasted to number 15.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jeff Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and it's Luwawu Cabarro in for Blake Griffin.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Pass to Patterson. Outside Leonard. And he uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Crucial points. Kawhi stepping up to the plate when his team needs him the most.
Here's Harden, and it's sent back by Leonard. Right side George. Second chance shot. Takes it out to Leonard. Nobody near George. Got it!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Passes it to Luau. Harden scanning the floor. Releases. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Green. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot, and Irving subbed in for Bryant.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Outside for Jackson. George with the ball.
I love how he's willing to sacrifice his body in there, giving maximum effort. That's what it takes on the defensive boards.
Harden dishes to Irving, and an intentional foul right there.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Both teams will make substitutions. And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game.
That's why you want him at the line when the game is close. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
That doesn't go either for George. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. That was all right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.